Hello again. Here's an update on the Spinup F12W Pro. So I've been using it a lot since I got it, and often left outside in the rain for testing, and it still works perfectly. Here's a box that gives the USB output, and it removes range anxiety when using the phone for navigation. So it charges your phone. Usually tops it up to 100% without much trouble if you go fairly long distances of say 17 to 20 kilometers per hour. If you go fairly low speeds, then it's somewhat problematic, but then you need to switch off the phone screen, etc. So you put just the phone here in the holder, in the mount, cable to this box, and you're ready to go. And for any distance I've used it so far, it's worked perfectly. The other alternative was pedalcell's cadencex. Of course, it had a problem with the Magura hydraulic disc brakes on this bike. I couldn't mount it in the right position. They made a modification so that you could move the dynamo slightly on the mount, but they never sent that to me. They didn't reply to any emails either the last 1.5 years. So a week or two ago I sent them an email saying goodbye, I'm not interested anymore, and that I won't give any more free advice to companies, because that's what happens if you give free advice. Then they don't appreciate it. It's generally true that people don't appreciate free advice, and this is another example. So they'll go on the list same as Supernova. I may like it, but I will not recommend it, such as some of the Supernova E3 X3. I thought it was quite a nice light, not the best but nice, but I won't recommend it. Yeah, so other alternatives for USB outputs, I will have to look. It's difficult to find good high power output devices. So, but this one, if you need it, I like it. It's quite expensive, $500, and then on top of that you can get some taxes, VAT. But it's the same with the pedalcells. That pedalcell was originally $250, or about that amount. Perhaps $300 was the aim, and $250 for the early buyers. But they increased to $400. So yeah, not much difference. And then I would go probably for this one, because with the pedalcell you would also need to change the rubber bands if you use it all the time fairly quickly. What is it, every 2,000 or 3,000 kilometers? That is a lot. I mean, you need to replace it fairly quickly, so not a lot in distance, but a lot in how often you need to change the rubber ring. For example, one of the first years I did testing, I was riding I think 7,000 kilometers in a year, and half of that was in the dark, so I already would have needed to do, or more than half even, because I was riding a lot at night. I would have already needed one O-ring to replace it in 1 year. So if you ride long distances for work, for example, to commute, then and that is either in the morning or in the evening when it gets dark, depends on what part of the year, of course, it is. Then yeah, you need to take into account that you need to do that maintenance as well, whereas this doesn't need maintenance. Hub dynamos generally do not require maintenance. So that's a short overview. See you in the next video.